Hello everyone. Today we'll start the topic conditional statements in a JavaScript. Whenever we execute a block of code, we have a result, either it will give a true or false. On basis of that, we have a different statements that let us to print something on the base of our true and false result. We will start and see the programs on basis and understand this concept. Okay, where we have conditional statement, first we will try with the if statement. Like let me consider a variable, like let a equals to 23. I assign a value 23 to the a. After that, I put a if condition if a triple equals to 23. Now, what does triple equals to means? Whenever we assign a value to a variable, we give a equal to. Like for an assignment, assign a value, we give a equals to. Whenever I have to check whether the value is equal, we give double equals to. Like I put a double equals to here. After that, in the block of code, if this condition is true, like a will equals to 23, it will print console dot log bracket a is equal to 23. Okay. After that, in a turn, we will open the terminal. To run our JavaScript program, we say put a command node and our file name. It is javascript.js. The value of a is 23. In the if blocks, it checks the value whether it is 23 or not. After that, the condition comes to be true, then it print in a console. Now, if I consider a case like I put a to be a string, a is equals to 23. Now, when I run this code again, then a is equals to 23 again. But if I put it triple equals to, let us check the result is, we have no print in this console. Why? There is a difference between equals to, double equals to and triple equals to. Whenever we use single equals to, it assign a value to a variable. Assign a value. Like कि जो a है उसकी वैल्यू किसकी इक्वल होगी 23 के. Whenever we use double equals to, it checks only the value. It doesn't consider what the data type of a variable is. Okay. And when we assign value triple equals to, it checks both value and our data type. Now let us check why this block of code doesn't execute even the value of a was 23. Now we have in JavaScript, whenever we have to check the type of our variable, what we do, we write console dot log bracket type of a. Let's print it. We run in terminal. We have its string, but we have put in a condition that a should be equals to 23, where 23 is a number. We can also verify it console dot log type of 23. Now type of 23 is number and type of 23 of a, that is string. Then when the code, it checks a triple equals to 23, means a is in string and the same time 23 is a number. Both values are same but the data types are different, so that's why this condition doesn't satisfy and it doesn't print anything. Now we have another conditional statement, that is if else, that when जब if का जब में code of block check होगा, अगर वो false हो जाता है, it goes in the else state block. Like in the same case, if I give else block and I have written console.log a is not equal to 20. Okay, when we print it, let me clear the terminal again to see the output. After that, when we run it, the command, but there is in the console a is not equal to 23, means when we assign value 23 to a, that is, it is in a string. When it checks a block of a code, if a triple equals to 23, means string is not equals to number, the condition says it is false, then it goes in the else block and prints a is not equals to 23. Now for some cases we have a multiple of conditions, like I have to check like a should be equals to triple equals to 23. On same time I have to check a should be greater than 22. Then to check the multiple of the statement we have if else if. Now how we'll use this statement? I have taken let be a variable in which I have given value 23. Okay. Now for if condition I have put a condition a should equals to 23 if a not equals to 23. Put console.log condition is true. For this case, if I run the command, we have get console a is not equals 23. We are going with the statement I put b not equals to 23. I have condition is true. Now it's not verifying the result. We have put a multiple statements, so we go with that if else. Like let b equals to 2 if b is less than 1. Console dot log b is less than 1. If this condition satisfied, doesn't satisfy, then go in else if block which check b equals to 2, then console dot log b is equal to 2. When this otherwise, if both of conditions are not true, it goes in else block. That console dot log statement is false. Now let's check our result. Run the command, play the terminal. Run the command. Here b is equals to 2. Like we have assigned a value to b is 2. When it comes to check the first condition, b is not less than 1, it is greater than 1. So this condition is not satisfied, it goes in the else if block. Where it checks b is equals to 2. Yes, this condition satisfied. In console, it prints that b is equals to 2. Now let's also verify the case if else block. I have put b should be equals to 1 rather than checking it for 2. Where statement is false, मतलब सबसे पहले वो if block के अंदर आई, we'll check whether it is 1 less than 1 or not. The condition doesn't satisfy, it goes in next block, that is b should be equals to 1, but b is 2, so this condition also turns to be false. Then it goes in last else block where it prints statement is false. So these are the conditional statements. Another we have conditional statement is switch statement. Switch statement. It works on the basis of cases. Like we have multiple cases, it verifies which case satisfied. If case satisfied, it goes with the break. Now let's take example like let date equals to new date. New date is a JavaScript function which automatically gives us the current date of a system. Like let me show you console.log date. This is the current date of a system. Now let me find, we have an inbuilt functions of a JavaScript. Like to find a day, I have to do date dot to day dot get day. It will give us the current date. We can do console.log to check what the result is date. Okay, so we have get 3. Now we will applicable the switch statement here. Like you put switch, syntax is switch, in bracket we put the condition, like I put the condition is day. अब जो day की value है वो switch statement के अंदर जाएगी. Now I put a case. If case is 0, it should print console.log today's Sunday. If the condition satisfy, it will print that and break that is come out of the block. Now for the next case, case is 1. It's a console.log today's Monday. Similarly, we'll print for all the days. This is case. Next case should be case 1, 2. For 2 we have Tuesday. Next one is case 3. In case if case 3 satisfied, we have Wednesday. Now we'll consider till 4. That is, if neither of conditions satisfy, मतलब कि आपके केस में कोई भी ऐसी वैल्यू नहीं आती है जो satisfy करती है, we have a default for that in which it will print console.log enter valid day. Okay, and it is break. We will run this statement. We have today's Wednesday. Now, how the statement works? Firstly, we have created a variable date in which we have used an inbuilt JavaScript function that is date. In date, we have new date. New date की आपके पास जो भी current date होगी system की, it will get that. After that, from the date function, we have a inbuilt features of JavaScript to get the day, hours, months. So we have from day, this feature we have used a date. I've shown you the console.log is of day. Have we printed? We check it again. We have value 3. When this 3 go inside the switch statement, it verify with the case. For the case 1, the value didn't verify. We have 3, so it doesn't go with this case 0. The next watch case 1, it doesn't matches here. Again with 2, when it comes to the case 3, it satisfies the condition. And we have in print, we have today's Wednesday. If we have check the case whether this default case works or not, I remove this case 3. Let me comment that. Now let's verify what the output is. We have a enter a valid day. Means when it comes to in the switch statement inside the day there is 3. There is no condition case that verifies the 3. So it's go with the default that enter a valid day. This is how the switch statements work. Okay. Now let's start another. These are different type of conditional statement that it checks on whether the condition is true or false. For the first, when we have an if statement, it goes inside the block. If like to check whether the number is even or odd. Even or odd. Now let's take example number equals to 2. We have given the condition. Now how we'll solve this question? If number modulus 2 equals to 0, like the remainder equals to 0, then console.log print number is even. If this condition doesn't satisfy, means the result doesn't come to true, we have an else block which will print console.log number is odd. Okay, so let's run for it. First we will clear the terminal, run the command node javascript dot here. Now it's given number is even, where 2, when 2 is divided by 2, it gives the remainder 0. So first condition satisfied and it's print number is even. If I take 2 instead of 15, we have, let me run the command in, the number is odd. It goes inside the if block, it checks the condition whether it's satisfied, no, not. So it gives result false. Like we can verify it here like this, console.log this, it will print, it gives answer false. Means जब भी number के लिए check हुआ, number equals 15, 15 is divided by 2, it doesn't give the remainder 0. Means जो condition क्या होगी, false. It gives the answer false, then it go inside the else block and print number is odd. Okay. Also I have multiple conditions to check whether number is odd or, and need to add the condition that numbers is equal to 1. Equal to 1. So if we can give here else if condition number should be equals to 1, then number is 1, otherwise number is equals to odd. ठीक है, यहाँ पे थर्ड ब्लॉक में जाएगा console.log number is odd. Now change the value of number 15 to 1, it will give answer is 1. So this is the way how the if conditions work. The simple if condition works, if the condition is true, it will print, otherwise nothing will be print. When we take the block if else, if the first condition is true, it will print the code inside the blocks of if, otherwise it goes to the else statement. When there are multiple statements, we have put checks on the basis of else, they are different, we have checked first case, second case, then third case, then we can go with if else if. In the if condition, it will check the block of a code. If it's true, it will execute that. Otherwise, check the else if that condition is true, then print it. Otherwise, go to last block, that is else. If there are multiple statements, it will check that, and then if neither of them is true, it will go with last, that is put an else block. Same with the switch statement. In switch statement, we have different cases. They verify whether the case is true or false. The case that will match, it will go with that block of code, and then after the execution of that particular block, it will go for break and comes out of a block. So this is all about our if conditional statement in JavaScript. So first, there are 4 conditional statements in JavaScript. First, that checks whether it is true or false. Whenever there is a code in a JavaScript, it should come in the form of whether it gives the answer true or false. So to put that code and work it according to that, there are multiple things. So we go with conditional statement in such a way. These are examples that how we can execute them and learn. I hope you have understood this concept of conditional statement. We will continue with next step in the next video. Thank you.